Bishop, Philip Anyolo, and the clergy, our family and friends, and Fred's work family, the Judiciary, the Kaplan family, and all of you, and all protocols observed. On behalf of the family, I would like to say that, one, I'm a member of this parish, and I know that the next Mass starts at 5:45. So we are running out of time. The other thing is that I noticed that when the speeches were shorter, like 2 lines, people were clapping a lot. And when they were longer, the clapping was shorter. We have been here since about 1 o'clock. So being also a nutritionist, I think I know what is happening. Dr. Ngala can confirm. If you see anybody dozing or sleeping, don't blame them. It's a natural process. So please allow just one of us to talk, the rest will just introduce themselves. A lot of the things you have said about my dear husband Fred is true. I'm really going to make it short. Where we met has been written down. We met in school, we were both in school, and it was a YCS meeting, see, judge, and our motto was see, judge, and act. They were from Lenana, we were from Loreto Convent Valley Road. I saw what I saw, I liked. But he looked very naughty, he was the shortest, he was too loud, and therefore what I concluded, what we would say in Kijaluo, he has a lot of oyuma. So because of this oyuma, I said to myself, I don't want to go anywhere near that particular person. Okay, the rest is history because that is not what happened. We got married, and in our wedding, it was a very nice wedding. We had a total guest list of less than 40. And today when I look around, this is another kind of wedding, but the numbers have grown during this, our union, so we are thankful. Fred was very particular about 2 things: cleanliness and orderliness. He was the main dishwasher in the house. In fact, one time one of my children, who can also be very cheeky sometimes, went up to him when he was washing dishes on a Sunday and asked him, "Daddy, why are you washing dishes? Are you a girl?" Okay, but that didn't put him off. He was also very meticulous and he couldn't understand if you got up and you didn't make the bed immediately. And in fact, on Wednesday last week, when I went back home from morning mass, and I found him, I think now maybe he was already gone, I don't know, because he looked like he was just sitting. He had already made the bed meticulously, as usual. He's been unwell, but we were full of hope. Actually, we were very high on hope, based on how things were going. So it came as a shock, but we thank God for the good life he has led. We ask him to accept it into his heavenly kingdom. He was our fellow pilgrim of hope. He finished his pilgrimage. May God accept him into his heavenly kingdom. Now, because so many questions have been asked about his illness, I would have just requested Dr. Lang, if he's still here, to come for 2 minutes. Otherwise, the children will introduce themselves. And I forgot one thing. When it comes to dancing, I'm the chief dancer. So we may all be dancing with him. And secondly, of late, he was dancing with CWA in Muhoroni. So I keep asking him, are you in CMA or are you in CWA? Thank you. Good evening. All protocols observed. Speaker Andako. Sometimes I like to jump a joke. Thank you, my mother. Some of you will not be here. I am the passport daughter
of Justice Fredrick Ochieng.
Well, I've talked a lot about height.
My father was my height mate, so he used to hate it when I used to wear heels, so you know what I need to look at. Yeah, I am the second one. Good evening, everyone. All protocols observed. My name is Patricia Andago. I'm the baby of the family.
God is good all the time. This is Martin Andago. I think by the spread, as you can see, I have two elder sisters and two younger sisters. So no one called Martin and Mary. And just to keep it short, I'm sorry, I had the president of LSA and they come out talking about short. We are not short, we are down to earth. Was a movie about Martin. Let's say that to the types of children. There are those who are lazy, I think there are those who just good. We were lazy. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is John Rashida. I'm the son-in-law. But I just share the life we used to share with my dad. I used to tell you that a short man is not a goal.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Julia Wande. I'm married to South Africa, and I'm the born child.
So thank you very much. And we'll allow Dr. Olang perhaps to summarize what happened because so many people have asked questions. Thank you.
God is good, and all the time. Yes, I'm Dr. Olang, as you have been told. I come here with condolence messages from the doctors who took care of Fred, Professor Lule, Professor Erastus Amayo, Dr. Philip Kisioka, and Professor Timothy Biatika. They send condolences to the family. Fred was ish and well for a bit of time, and he saw doctors and they took very good care of him. Until one time he told me he woke up in the morning, he felt bloated, he took some antacid, and he felt he was not feeling well. So I decided to send him to Professor Lule, who is a gastroenterologist, a friend of mine, a very meticulous doctor. When Professor Lule saw him, he said, okay, you may be having gastrointestinal symptoms, but you are a very sick man. Please come in for admission. He was admitted, he was evaluated by cardiologist, Dr. Kisioka, and he was found to be having heart failure. And with the heart failure, the heart had really grown weak, and it could have been as a result of viral myocarditis, the kind of infection you get, a sore throat, and it may affect your heart. Doesn't happen all the time. So he had viral myocarditis, which resulted in what they call cardiomyopathy, affecting the muscles of the heart, and that resulted in heart failure. He was put on an anti-heart failure regime, and he showed very good progress from what we call ejection fraction. The effect of the pump was only at 30% when he first came to hospital, but by the time he was reviewed the second time, it had gone to 45%. Optimum is anything above 55%. So it was still below the optimum percentage of output from the heart. But then what exactly happened is that once the heart muscle becomes weak and the heart becomes big and bulging, there is a risk that the electrical activity of the heart can become abnormal. And as I stand here, after post-mortem, we did everything. We thought of maybe he threw a blood clot into the lung and that killed him. No, that didn't happen. There was no clot. The heart, we checked whether he had had a heart attack. No, the vessels of the heart were perfect and they had been checked during the review. So what we think and believe may have caused his sudden death was what we call an abnormal heart rhythm. And there is very little that could have been done in the circumstances, because in such cases, you need an electric shock on the heart, which should be within 6 to 8 minutes maximum. And the ambulance, as you may have known, arrived 1 hour after the call. Thank you very much.